Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm making some goulash for dinner, and so if you're new here, this is the kind of thing you'll see. Grocery hauls, decorating, seasonal decorating, meals, snacks, baking, silliness. So if you are new here, that's what you'll see, and I hope you'll stick around, and I hope you'll all consider subscribing. The ones who have been here before and haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe. It's fun to get to know people. And if you already subscribed, welcome back, friends. I think I told you that it was about 1.5 pounds-ish of ground beef, and so I, browned it up and I chopped it up some, and I drained off the oil from it, the grease, and now I'm going to add in the bell peppers and the yellow onions. I put a glug of olive oil right on the top there, and now I'm going to turn the heat back on, and I'm going to soften a little bit the onions and the peppers and get them to brown in some. Okay, here's the sauce that I'm using. I'm using 2 cans of it. Now, my sauce has been acting funny in the Signature brand, which comes from Safeway, Vaughn's, places like that. And this is still good until September of 2025, I think it is. What does it say? Yeah, September 11th of 2025. Now, let's see if it behaves itself or not. No. Did you hear that? It's blowing like cans. Now, these are fine. These are great value. They're diced tomatoes. I'm putting in 2 cans of diced tomatoes too. So here we go with this. There's the usual tink. These are making a scary noise for an item that's canned, and I'm just not going to use them. So lesson learned. You don't want to mess around with botulism. That's the end of that story. All right, my hamburger is all the way done, and so peppers and the onions are softened, and I put in a nice dollop of garlic. And now I'm going to stir in 2 whole cans of great value beef. You can even see that beef broth. So here we go. I may have to get a bigger pan. It's looking that way anyway. That's 1. I may not use the second whole one. I'll just use maybe half of it. Oopsie. I'm good at doing that. My oven is always a mess because of me. Okay, so this is in here. Now that garlic only had to be in there for a little while. I did change to a larger vessel. So we've got beef broth, and we've got peppers and onions and garlics and ground beef. And this is ready to receive all the tomato stuff. So that's 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and I didn't trust, I went online even and looked. And I couldn't find anyone official, but I did find a few people said it should be okay. That's not enough for me. So I used high-end tomato juice. It's the Knudsen brand, so it's totally, there's nothing nasty in it. Glugs of Worcestershire sauce. And some of that Italian seasoning I just got. I'm going to stir that up and let it go for a minute. And now pepper and salt. So I got the pepper in there already, and I'm adding a little salt because I'm sure there would have been a lot in that tomato sauce, and there's, I didn't use it. And that juice isn't heavily salted, I don't think. And I put in about 2 cups of pasta. I'm going to stir that in. I like this meal for a lot of reasons. It's simple. It's kind of a dump and go kind of thing. I mean, unless you count, you have to fry that hamburger or ground beef. And because a lot of people have memories tied to goulash, family memories of their mothers making it or their grandmothers making it. And because it's a perfect struggle bus menu item, meal. If you're struggling, you can always have more vegetables, less beef. It just is real forgiving on what you can add to it and call it your own. So I'm going to bring this to a boil and let these pasta noodles get good and done and show you what comes next. I had a little bit of a panic freak out here, and I added probably 1 more cup. I was thinking that looks too juicy, and probably because I used the juice instead of tomato sauce. It's looser, not as thick. But I had to do what I had to do, It's all about adapting. Work with what you got. So I'm going to let this go and taste it every 10 minutes until it's, you know, soft. Garlic bread goes into the oven right in the package at 350, so I'm waiting for it to go to 350. It's already 6:34 in the evening. Well, it is boiling away. I've got it on low because I don't want any worse messes on the stove. And it is starting to, the pasta is starting to enlarge some. And so I was worried there wasn't enough, but it looks like it's going to be perfect now. Just made me think of something. When I was in school and they were teaching us to give injections or draw blood or anything else like that, they would say, never gasp, never cry out, oh no. Always say, there, just right. I had just about, a quarter of a bag full of 2 in my drawer, so they're out of the refrigerator now. And in here, and I'm going to stir it into the goulash. Cheese makes everything better. Yeah, this might be the extra something, huh? Okay, the bread's about to come out of the oven. I will cut it, put it on a serving board, and let them have at this dinner. I use the term them loosely. I think there could be 2 here, but there's at least 1. 1 hit the road. Well, not forever. He went out. Here it is, and it looks good, and it smells good. And I got a little bit of the, just an end, a tiny end off the French bread, and my Topo Chico here, and a napkin, and I'm gonna go at it. If you stayed this long, I sure thank you. And if you'd like to join, it's the little bell icon on the right-hand corner up at the top. If you click that, it'll let you know when I put up new videos. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.